Yeah, I pretty much just play retail, but that is cool. And I know a lot of people like Classic, and I've heard people talk about Season of Discovery. I just thought it was the same thing. It's kind of like a remix type idea. I think we're gonna pull like this because I don't think we can go to 6 healers. Oh, there's a rogue. We'll take the rogue. I'd like to go to 30 so we get all of our loot on the first drop. At least for the first couple of bosses, we'll get extra loot. If Millirone had applied as a DPS, we would have taken him. What do you guys think? Do we like this playlist, or do we need to find another playlist? Alright, we're gonna pull like this, I think. As soon as we get this guy here. Oh, we'll take a warrior. We don't have a warrior buff yet. As soon as this guy gets here, then we will pull. Ground. Star out here, we'll put Moon under the boss. Actually, we'll put Moon out here. We'll put Skull under the boss. AOTC can pop for Queen, he says. If we go up to 25, I think that's another loot, right? Another piece of loot. You can click on me. The gate is gone, but the summon might still be here. Alright, and then we're gonna ready check. How'd you get more spiders than me? Did you use the whistle twice? That didn't work. Alright, countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defensive. Brutal Crush is going to be your taunt swap. Venom Lash, make sure you use the defensive after Venom Lash. Careful with the swirls on the ground after webs. Remember, if you step in the webs, you will be rooted. Use the green circles to clear the webs. You just want to overlap the webs slightly to clear the webs. Don't stand in the webs. If you stand in the webs, you'll be rooted. You want to put the circle on Moon, ideally. Everybody stacks in the circle. The more people we get in the circle, the less damage we take as a party. After you stack in the circle, the boss is going to try to pull you in and eat you. You do not want to be eaten by the boss. If you get sucked underneath the boss, you will be eaten. New circles. Now, if there are ever too many circles, you can actually use defensives to clear them. So as a Death Knight, you can use Anti-Magic Shell to clear some of the webs. As a Hunter, you can use Turtle. As a Rogue, you can not shroud them. What's a Rogue's invisibility thing called? Yeah, the one that makes you immune to magic. Crash, be careful not to stand in the purple circle. Oh, Cloak of Shadows. As a Rogue, you can Cloak of Shadows them. Yep. Alright, we want to bait the guys to the far side. Careful with the charging. You don't want to stand where the boss is charging over. The boss might not one-shot you, but he will definitely knock you around the map. And he will deal a lot of damage to you. I want to say you get thrown off the edge, but I don't remember that for sure. Right, feed the bugs to the boss. Careful with the new webs. Don't step in any of the new webs. Still hungry. Alright, the boss has eaten all of the bugs. Now we have 40% left on the boss. Watch those circles. Digestive acid, use a defensive. Oh, wait. Digestive acid's the circles. You should still use a defensive. Just make sure that you clear the webs with the digestive acid circles. Soak in the circle. Careful not to get pulled underneath the boss. Remember, the more people there are inside of that circle, the harder it is for this boss to pull us in. 15% left on the boss. New circles. Venom Lash, use a defensive. Digestive acid. You want to use these green circles to clear as many webs as possible. Oh, gotcha. You had the stack thing. Nice. Boots with leech dropped. $75 what? Oh. Nice. Those will be a good one to convert. They're already hero. Did it work? Fair. Careful with the ads. Don't forget to loot these ads. They don't drop a lot of gold, but you'll probably get 5, 6 gold from each. And it's 5 or 6 more gold than you had before the pull, so. You also want to loot them for any Kej. Because Kej is a currency you spend in Ashkahet. And you want to make sure you loot these ads for... Kej is not a language word. Weird. It might have been somebody suggesting a friend. It should, but I gave you assess, so it might go to you. You can skip these. Oh, I'm definitely that guy. I was the... Smart. Oh boy, we pulled the big guy. Careful with the fixated slime. Don't get eaten. It ate our monk. It ate our healer. It's gonna eat our hunter next. Nope, we got it. Oh, you like jumped into him. Careful with those frontals as we go up the hill. Also make sure... Oh, dang. It delisted us. Also, you make sure you don't stand in any of the blood coming down the hill. Are you still attached to me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pulling all of these over. Not Mythic, this is Hero. Nerub-ar Palace. Careful with the ads. Remember, the big purple guys are going to shoot in the direction of the person who has aggro. Or the tank. Ideally, the tank has aggro, but that's not always the case with these ads. Put at lockout. Pull all the stage. That's actually not a bad idea. That would not have been a bad idea. Alright, don't forget, it's safer if you go to the stage when they reset the boss. Alright, we need to put down our markers. Square, be purple. Healer, healer, healer. How many healers do we have? 5. We have an odd number of healers, that's fine. Just make sure we have 2 in odd. Or 3 in odd. Oh, now how'd that happen? We put all of our... There we go. Yep, odds purple, evens blue. Checking for notes. No notes. After we get cookies. Didn't I put a warlock in both sides? No, I put all the warlocks in odds. My bad. With light. Okay. Oh, I just switched him back to odds still. That's fine. That's fine. We get all the warlocks. They get all the shamans. Somehow I did that. I put all the shamans in evens. We get all the rogues. Weird, but okay. All the druids are in evens too. I mean, we're very... oh, wait. No, we gotta... Hello, Manny. And welcome to the community raid. We're actually gonna need you to run to the other side. I accidentally put all the warlocks in this side, so it actually works, because now our new warlock can go to the other side. Oh, never mind, somebody left. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna ready check like this then. Maybe he is his friend. Gotcha. Alright, pulling in 4, 3, 2. Polo wants on 2. Alright, odds are gonna go down first. Make sure if you're in the odds group, you're near the purple marker. Stay in the frontal. Alright, you want to interrupt this shield guy. And then focus down the ads. The ads are nice and close together, so we should be able to just AoE them down. Don't let any of the blood horrors get to the boss. Focus down X. Alright, now walk with the beams. Be careful not to get hit by the blood beams because they do a lot of damage. If you're in evens, you want to make sure you're not standing on anybody's head with the red arrows. Careful not to hit your party with them. Go all the way to the next marker. If you're evens, you should be near blue. If you're odds, you should be on purple. Junie, you don't want to be there. Frontal on evens, make sure you're in that frontal if you're evens. Again, focus. Oh, I'm out of range. Again, focus down the shield guy and then focus down the ads. Beams, watch the beams. Getting away from the beams are more important than the ads. Unless you have some kind of immunity you can walk through the beams with. Remember, you can only be in the other dimension for 30 seconds. Oh nice, they got the ads down. Me? Yeah, I don't need any healing. But I can probably stand in the blood and make your healing increase. Run out of gore splatter. I mean, in perspective, that's a good thing. If you're in odds, make sure you're near the purple marker. Odds are going down next. Use a defensive during the blood rain. Frontal on odds. Focus down the shield guy and then focus down skull. Make sure you don't let any of the ads get to the boss. Where's our... oh. X is to the right. So past the beam. We need to make sure those blood horrors do not get to the boss. If the blood horrors do get to the boss, they'll cast AoE damage on the entire party. And we do not want that. 6 seconds left. Perfect. 3 seconds till we're back in the other world. Next group to go down is going to be evens. Make sure if you're in evens, you're near the square tank. We're actually moving the arrows very well. Watch the beams. Nice. We have an offliner. We do have an offline guy. We're going to give him until the next boss before we do anything about it. We've almost gotten the trainee dummy. It was a person, not an ad. would hate to boot him if he's like resetting his computer between bosses. How did you bring up a general chat for the raid?
I don't know. It just sort of appeared.
Are you sure it's not for Ashkahet? Oh, that would make sense actually. Pulling all the ads together. I don't need healing. Oh, okay. Do we actually have a Jiminy Cricket in here? Oh, that would've been cool though. No, that guy doesn't get an invite. That guy gets declined from the queue. Alright, we are going to put our markers down. You think if I put them all down when they're at the bottom, then they'll all sink? Close. Any auction house mount he would like to know? Yes. Lots of auction house mounts. Edit, done editing. Thank you. Ready checking? Countdown. I almost forgot to say arrows on the markers. Right, don't forget arrows need to go on the markers, and blood does not disappear on heroic difficulty. So wherever we pop the ghost, that's where the blood is going to stay. Arrows on the markers. Careful not to stand between any of the characters and the markers. Expose, expose, phase lunge. Phase lunge is going to be your taunt swap. You want one tank to take both expose, and the other tank to take your... Where you what?
I don't know. I have a red fire drop on my head still.
Blue arrow on your head is to use the... is to pop the ads, if you had a blue arrow on your head. Red arrows near the blood. Smart. You want to use the blue arrows to pop the ghosts. Make sure if you have a blue arrow on you, you are going over by the ghosts. Did I miss the taunt swap? Sweep. Use it if those guys, the dead guys. They're alright. They'll release or they'll run. Oh, I see what you're saying. These guys around the map. No, it's alright. They are, but I'm not entirely sure how you can cheat at rolls. I mean, that would be really cool, but yeah. So roles are open to anybody during the community raids. So you don't have to worry about not being allowed to roll on any specific item. You can roll on anything you want. It's the same as a pug raid. Careful, the spider's coming up the edge. What happened? Oh, that's kind of funny. Don't forget to loot the trash that we kill now, because if you don't loot the trash that we kill now, they're all going to disappear and you're not going to be able to loot anything. I think it's the one on the right, but... I applied. Okay, let me see. Yep. Thank you for coming and joining today's community raid. Didn't even know you could loot Rash's trash. Yeah, you can loot his trash. You get Kej, and there's a little bit of gold. You just have to be quick about it. You have to loot it before it disappears. Don't know what this song is, but we're skipping this. Can I get a summon, or is it... It is not too late. We're gonna get a gate right now. Thank you for the gate, Dot and Luck. Thank you. Thank you. Gotcha. Thank you for the follow, Manny. And welcome to the community. Today we are running our Heroic Community Raid. Edit. Done editing. Okay. We're actually gonna move this guy over here. There we go. Ready, checking. Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling Rashnan. Use a defensive during spray. If you get webs on you, make sure you're running your webs out. Webs, you want to take your webs out. Be careful not to put your webs on your healers. The healers are a lot of times, your healers are standing behind the party. You want to make sure you're not running your webs over the healers. Savage Wound is going to be your taunt swap. Nope. I'm reconnecting right now. Tips. Communities offer chat channels, voice support, and event calendars to help you find new group mates or keep in touch with friends on any server. Actually, if you're interested in joining our community Discord, we do have a community Discord. Just put !Discord in chat, and it should bring you up your link. Yep, we're on the longest loading screen in the world. I just came back. Uh-oh. That was close. I'm coming. I'm coming. Careful with the green stuff. Alright. Good news is, our tank is awesome and he was able to solo it this far. No. Bring those. Focus down the ads as quickly as possible. If you have anything like a Death Grip or a Abomination Limbs, that does help during this phase. Or like how druids have winds, they can blow the ads towards the boss. That does help also. Poison. Spread the poison out. 20% left on the boss. Don't forget that Savage Wound is the tank swap. Alright, boss is moving. Remember, if you're slower or in the back of the party, just keep running. The boss will phase and move before you get to him. I always just keep running. This is going to be another stack. Watch the blood circles. Stack in the webs. We're going to need everybody in these webs. Nice. 15% left on the boss. That was very close. Ads, bring the ads in. Focus down the ads. %10 left on the boss. Use a defensive during spray. Webs, take the webs away from the boss. Ads, bring the ads in. Taunt boss. 7% left on the boss. That would actually be really funny. Apparently. Checking for notes. No notes. Watch the frontal. We actually don't have a warrior buff again. I guess not. Make sure you're interrupting the shadow bolt. Shadow bolt probably won't kill you, and you can release on a trash bolt or a trash pull, but it does help out the healers if you interrupt. Also, don't forget to loot where you can. You may be picking up 2 or 3 gold, but you're picking up more gold than you had before. What's at the top of the checklist? I need voice lines. Actually, no. We need a bingo card. Careful with the frontal. %, left, and then I'm gonna go set markers. Another. Oh, okay. So we are setting our markers red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Can we get a reset? Not drop a portal, go to the center. Watch those orbs. Remember, if you get sucked into a portal, you will be one shot. Take the arrows out of the party. Taunt boss. Watch the daggers. Orbs out. Portals to the markers. You don't want to run towards like circle or star to stay alive. Take boss over here to circle. Take those lines out of the party. Perfect. Daggers, watch those daggers. Go towards green to survive. Don't get sucked into the portals, keep running towards green. We have a lot of portals on one side. Perfect. Okay, boss is at 100 energy. At 100 energy, the boss is gonna dash to the center and start his Starless Night cast. You want to be careful with the Starless Night. We have 20 seconds to get the boss back down to 0% energy, or we enter the damage phase where we have to kill the boss before she blows us all up. Five seconds, 20 energy. Again, portals on the markers. If you have portals, don't forget to bring them to the markers. Our marker. Okay, if you dropped a portal, take your orbs out. If you did not drop a portal, go to the center. Do not get hit by orbs. %54 left on the boss. Watch those arrows, take the arrows out. Remember, as long as the arrows are away from the party, you're good. More orbs, watch the extra orbs. Again, portals. Go towards purple, that's probably going to be your best bet at survival. Arrows, take the arrows out. Taunt boss. Careful with those arrows. Or, I mean, careful with those orbs. Run towards green or yellow. Just keep running. Staying alive is more important than damage right now. You think so? It's alright, we all survived. Starless Night. Again, we have 20 seconds to get her down to 0 energy. And be careful with the lines. Remember, you only want to move with the line if you're in this cone or if you're standing in somebody else's line. Otherwise, you want to stand still with your line, because it's easier for the majority to step out of your line than it is for you to get away from the majority of players. 3 seconds. 4 energy. There we go. Okay, you're fired. Yeah, you're right. Portals on the markers. If you dropped a portal, make sure you do not hit anybody with the orbs. If you did not, go towards the center. If you were hit by an orb just now, you gotta take your orbs out because you are gonna drop extra orbs. Arrows, take the arrows away from the party. As soon as you're clear of the party, you're good. You don't have to turn the spike guys all the way around. We have a couple of people who are hit by orbs, including myself. Don't hit the party with the orbs. Oh boy. Run towards yellow. Yellow's probably going to be your best bet. Below 20%.
Shadow kinda emerges behind them. Target attempts to execute them and inflict 2 million shadow damage.
Yep. You have to keep yourself over 20% health. Yeah, so this monk soloed this boss. Totally awesome. But, oh dang, I wish I could slow this priest somehow for him. Oh, never mind, look how skilled he is. Did you see him skate between all the portals? Oh, I have triple line. I don't think I'm going to do 800 million in a reasonable time. That was awesome looking. Okay, don't forget to drink the poison. This poison off to the right will make you run faster. Alright, going back to the princess. This guy's note says, "Hey, I have AOTC, if that means something." So AOTC is not required to join our heroic community raids. You can come without AOTC, you can come on a main or an alt. You can bring whoever you'd like to the community raid. Alright, we are getting a closet up, and then we are going to summon our new guy. Night Night Jr. here.
Oh, there he is.
He's thinking about race changing to a goblin. Okay, we're gonna already check. That's kind of funny. I actually have a goblin monk. He's not leveled, but I do have one.
Character's wearing a skirt, and what we should be a guy character.
Alright, countdown. Pulling in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What'd you get? Night elves aren't it? Aren't you already a night elf? No. Portals on the markers. Alright, our first couple of portals are really close together, so we want to make sure that we run towards the middle, but more towards star if possible. Yeah, they were a little bit close to the portals. Run the arrows away from the party. Oh. So if you're not sure if you have an orb on you, if you were hit by an orb or not, you're going to have a purple glowing dot on your character. You're going to have a purple glowing dot on your character. And then when you run the portal out, the orb out, you're then going to get a star. This star will show you which direction the orbs are going to shoot in. You want to make sure that the star is not pointing at anybody in the party. Again, portals to the markers. Daggers, watch those daggers. Run towards the middle. Starless Night. Going back to Starless Night. Yeah, range just kind of let their characters go and they always land in the right spot. Careful with those lines. %, 11 seconds. Gotta get her shield off. 20%, 3 seconds. Watch those lines. Again, portals on the markers. Make sure you're taking the portals to the markers. Portals on the markers. Remember, if you drop a portal, you want to go out because you're going to drop orbs next. If you did not drop a portal, you want to go in. You want to go in. Watch those orbs. If you were hit by orbs after the portal phase, you got to run your new orbs out because you will have orbs now. Arrows. Careful those arrows. 40% up left on the boss. We're more than halfway done. Orbs. Run the orbs out. Oi. Run towards probably green. Just keep running. You want to get away from those portals. Watch those lines. Portals. Oh, daggers. My bad. And a couple of people have orbs. Watch those orbs. Oh, dang, I was hit by the orb. Run into the center. We should be okay in the center. Watch the lines. Take the lines out. Oh, never mind. We faced her. Starless Night. Again, we have 20 seconds to get the boss down to 0% energy. Watch those lines. If you have a line, you want to stand as still as possible. It's easier for the majority of players to get out of the line than it will be for you to get off the majority of players with that line. Do we not have any healers up? Portals on the markers. Perfect. Again, if you dropped a portal, you want to run out with the orbs. If you did not drop a portal, you want to go in. Take the arrows out. My boss. Watch those daggers. Orbs out. To the center. So as a Death Knight, you can actually avoid getting pulled around with your Death's Advance. Arrows, take the arrows out. More orbs, take the orbs out. Oi, run towards the middle. Portals are almost gone, be careful. Arrows, take the arrows out. We have 22 seconds to get the boss down to 0 energy. Make sure you're using defensives during this phase because we only have 2 healers left. Also be careful with your lines. You want to step out of the cone though. If you're in the cone, make sure you're stepping out of that cone. Alright, so it looks like the boss is probably going to enter her end phase even though we're dealing damage to her. So during this end phase, our goal is just to do as much damage as we can to the boss before the boss kills us all. Eventually this whole room will fill with purple, and it's a damage check. You kill the boss or the boss gets you. Can you sue that? I don't think you can sue that. I'll try one more on my lock. Switch to my druid. Aye aye. Don't forget there's a potion after this flight path too. It's just kind of behind the flight path. Okay, princess. So let's resort this a little bit. Right, good note. We can pull with a smaller party. That's never a problem. Just have to be a little more careful with mechanics. Heading out, thank you for the group. Thank you for coming to today's community raid. So we are currently on... Is it over now? It is not over now. We are still going. I'm thinking Deadshot here. Deadshot is heading out, so we are thinking Deadshot for coming. We're gonna get this. The problem is just the orbs. We're getting hit by a lot of orbs, and we're getting arrows on us, which is casting more orbs. Sorry, I'm not very good. I'm 99% sure it's not a DPS problem or a healing problem. It's a slight mechanic error, and we can fix it. Sometimes the community raid's harder than other times. Sometimes we fly through, we clear it in almost 2 hours. Sometimes it takes us a little bit longer. So what we're gonna do actually, because the orbs are the ones being missed, we're actually gonna move all the markers slightly to the side. And we are going to tell everybody to step left after they drop their portals. We have a lot of Vulpirans. Vulpirans are awesome. I actually have a Vulpiran Death Knight leveled. We just need to set our tank. Rope to main tank. Yeah, I think we're fine. Everyone is ready. Countdown. Pulling in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulling the boss. During this first part here, make sure you put your portals on the markers. We already got the boss down 10%. Go to the center. Remember, if you have an orb, you want to make sure you take that away from the party. Arrows out of the party. So if you get hit by the line from the arrows, it's the same as getting hit by an orb. You want to be careful and not get hit by any of the lines from the arrows in addition to any of the orbs. Well, that was not my character's voice. There we go. Daggers. Be careful with the daggers. Take the orbs out. Run towards blue or purple. Takes the arrows out of the party. Oh, never mind. We're on Starless Night again. During Starless Night, you'll have 20 seconds to get the boss down to 0 energy. Starless Night has 10 seconds, 40% on the boss. Portals on the markers. Taunt boss. Go into the center. If you were hit by an orb, be careful when you drop the next orb. Arrows out of the party. Watch the lines. Orbs out of the party. That's interesting. Run away from the portals. Remember, as a Death Knight, you can use Death Advance to avoid being pulled into any portals. As a Shaman, you can use your totem that runs fast to help people get away from portals. Probably towards Star is going to be our best bet. 44% left on the boss. Starless Night. During the Starless Night phase, you'll have 22 seconds to get the boss down to 0 energy. Four seconds, 16%. Watch these lines. Bear's got the boss. We have 34%. We almost got the boss. Remember to put the portals on the markers. Nice. Portals are perfect right now. Run the boss to the center. Take your orbs out. Oh, dang. Okay. Be careful not to get sucked into the portals. Thank you for the raid, Res, please. And welcome to the stream. How was your stream? Today we are running the Heroic Community Raid. We are currently on the Nexus Princess. Just did some keys. Did you get any Raider IO? Careful with those arrows. Make sure you take the arrows away from the party. Careful with the refs. Not today. Well, keys are always fun anyways. Oh. These portals in the middle of the raid area are rough. Yeah, the portals in the middle of the raid area are rough. Dang. What? Welcome to Streamlabs, please. So we are currently on the Nexus Princess. Today the Nexus Princess is not going as quickly as normal. But we are going to get this. We're going to get the Nexus Princess tonight for sure. I think we're gonna take this guy. So who were you running in Keys today? In Keys today you were running a tank, healer, or a DPS? Says repair out here if needed. Tank. Have 3 11s left to push up to 12s. Then perhaps I can snag in a few 13s before end of season. Nice. I think I'm actually in the same boat as you right there. Let me see. Yeah, I have 4 11s. Which 11s do you have left to run? Hopefully easy ones. Like City of Echoes or Mists of Tyrannosaith. City of Threads, Stoneville, and Grimbatol. Gotcha. So I was actually just running City of Threads the other day a couple of times. During City of Threads, do you actually do the skip during City of Threads, or do you pull all the way to the boss? So maybe I won't switch to maybe I won't switch off lock now. Yeah, we need you as a warlock now. I go right. The mage and Q. I don't normally have comps that can do the skip. And when I do a pug for it, they're confused. Gotcha. Yeah, I normally ask the pugs prior, or I figure out a way that we can do the skip, like I want to say there's... So you go right. honestly, I think right is the better route because
Let me show you something. Why didn't you listen to me?
ready checking. Yeah. So City Threads actually do have a route in here that we go right to. We pull all the way through to the boss. And it does save on percent later. We don't, as Death Knights, it's like a little bit hard to kite these mobs with their debuff. So I feel like the best way to go is right early. Alright, so we are removing the marker completely because alright, good now. If you can get this boss to the door, he does actually reset. I think we got some people outside, yeah. You spec into the slow for Death and Decay. I do spec into the slow for Death and Decay. That's not the slow for Death and Decay. There it is. Grip of the Dead. Death and Decay reduces the movement speed of enemies within the area by 90%, decaying by 10% every second. So I do, but what I also do to escape the enemies during that phase, or during that pull, actually buy these Potions of Gust. What these Potions of Gust do is they throw you across the map. So it's kind of like a warrior jump. You just have to drink a potion to get it. That should be enough for Kite. I'm gonna agree that Death and Decay should be enough for the Kite. But in order to get 3k this season, you need all 12s and like, I want to say 3 or 4 13s. Careful with those orbs. You want to run those orbs out. Has everybody already met their end of season goal for this season? Or are we still working towards goals? Watch those orbs on the boss. Arrows, run the arrows away from the party. I play Paladin though, so I'm probably not the best reference, as I just ignore it. And that's almost cheating that Paladins can ignore it. And Paladins are relatively fast with their horse. See, Death and Decay increases your movement speed by 35%. Pretty sure Paladin's horses get 100% increased movement speed. Yep. Careful with the lines. Remember, it's easier for the majority to... Yep. Yep. Yeah, we got this. I would take it before the portals come up. Go to center. Unless you have orbs. If you have orbs, you want to take them out of the party. %left on the boss. Arrows out. I don't play Blood Death Knight, though my anxiety would probably kill me before any mob would. I mean, Death Knight's not that bad. Run towards X. I would recommend if you play a Death Knight to get this Luxos's add-on, which is covered by these lines. I don't know why. When I updated, these lines went on top, and I haven't moved them yet. But I would recommend this Luxos add-on because it actually shows you here your Death Strike. It shows you the % that your Death Strike's going to heal you for. So it does make it a little bit easier to determine when to press Death Strike in order to save yourself. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give you a shout out here in a second. Let's see, we have 1 minute left. Sorry I roared, but pull was too strong, says our healer. I want to say we're going to be okay for 48 seconds without the second tank. We'll be able to battle res the second tank, and we still have 2 healers up. 31%, majority of our damage are alive. We're not going to wipe. Run to the center. So if you don't already, don't forget to check out Res Plays or give him a follow. Res Plays plays his Ret Paladin and pushes keys. He also has very catchy background music during his streams. So, I'm going to give you a shout out here in 2 seconds, so it's hard to type in tank. We have 1 healer, 1 DPS, and 2 tanks left. Boss has 78% energy and 20% left. Yeah, this is a wipe. Where's the door? Oh, there's the door. Alright, we are going to try this again. So, most likely we'll get another pull. Alright, we're gonna need a new... We are going to need a new tank. Again. I think our best bet's probably going to end up being Discord. That's probably going to be our best bet, so we have faster response to everything. Oh, I helped some myself. It's funny, actually. Edit, done editing. I think I'm doing too bad. Okay, there are a couple of trolls in the raid, but you are not doing too bad. DPS is not what's killing us in this raid. What's killing us in the raid is orbs. If you look back at the overall, most of us didn't die because we hit the end phase or because it was a DPS check. What we're dying to, if you look over this here, are orbs. I want to say it's orbs. Looks like a combination of a couple of things, but orbs are our main problem here. If we can take care of the orbs, then we'll stop dying right away. Okay, if you need to remove me, I understand. Just side, I do not kick people in raids. As long as you're doing the mechanics and you are alive, you are fine. Ideally, we're successful in our community raid, and we clear the raid as quickly as possible to get everybody their slots in the wall. But remember, it's a community raid so that the community can learn the raid. If you're not learning from the raid, then you can pug it. This is kind of like a pug raid though, because we do have a lot of pug people in the group. But the idea here is that we learn the raid. On heroic difficulty, because heroic is a little bit different than normal. And next season we're going to grind the same grind, except next season I'm thinking it's going to be a 2-day raid. I think that we're going to have to grind a couple of bosses day 1 and then grind a couple day 2. Because early season bosses are not as easy as late season. So most likely next season we'll either A, start the raid earlier. I'm thinking about starting the raid at 8 or 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Or B, make it a 2-day raid, which will do half the bosses on day 1 and half the bosses on day 2. See, CanaryBoo believes you can do it too. See, we have another shaman healer here. Oh, dang. I forgot that. Nope. I forgot that sometimes if you invite two-man groups, it delists you. I can't remember the amount of times I accidentally killed the raid group when starting. You know, I was the same way actually. My first Nexus Princess kill was after my first AOTC. You can actually get AOTC by just killing the last boss in this raid. You don't actually have to kill all 8 bosses to get AOTC. But, I mean, it does look cooler when you have all 8 bosses. Plus, you get Volt slots. And Volt slots are always cool. Promised the healer we'd get a healer or 2, so it's probably better we get another healer. You know what they need? They need a fence. In World of Warcraft, you set up like a fence, and then you can jump back and forth over it and count sheep. That would be funny. I wonder if there's a fence in the game. Because I always see people like druids or shamans or normal people sometimes, but jumping back and forth. You set up a fence under them, that would be great. Maybe if we put healer on here. So we are currently looking for one more... Oh. Hello, healer. His name is Kin of Exodor. Take Kin of Exodor. We're gonna take off the healer sign. Done editing. We're gonna pull this boss again. We're gonna get this boss killed. We're gonna get this boss killed. Alright, ready. Checking. Everyone is ready. Countdown. We're pulling in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pulling the boss. Portals on the markers. Don't forget to put your portals on the markers. Take orbs out. Nice. Arrows. Remember to bring the arrows away from the party. As soon as you're clear of the party, you are good. Your goal is just to not hit the party with those arrows. You don't have to turn the arrows completely around or anything. Alright, go to the middle of the portals. It's going to be around X, not on X, but near it. Keep running from those portals. Arrows away from the boss. One arrow went straight through the party. We want to make sure we take those arrows away from the party. If you hit your party with those arrows, it's going to increase the number of orbs because those people who got hit by the arrows are going to shoot orbs out. Nice. Good call, tank. Everybody in the middle. Your arrows are not facing towards the party. Watch the daggers. Careful with those orbs. Go towards the center of the portals. We got this. 43% left on the boss. And again, if you are here and you would like to join the community raid, just make sure you put a note in the queue and I will invite you. You gotta make sure you put a note in the queue so I know who you are. Careful with daggers. Lots of people with orbs. Careful not to get hit by any orbs. All the portals are on one side. Run towards X or circle probably. Just keep running. Song about that, you know. Starless Night. Be careful with the Starless Night. Make sure you don't overlap anybody with these lines. 26% left on the boss. 25% left. Wait. On the boss's energy. Right, to face the boss. Portals on the markers. To the center. Careful those orbs. Lots of orbs. We accidentally executed our healer. 10% left on the boss. We got this. Boss only has 40 energy, so we'll probably kill her before she even phases her Starless Night phase. 9% left. Alright. I agree with the pinging guy. Green is going to be your safest call, probably. Watch those lines. Take the lines out of the party. Don't forget, you want to keep running the boss fight until the boss is dead. Keep running the mechanics. Orbs, out of the party. Do not stand in the daggers. Watch the orbs. Do not get hit by the orbs. Rifts. Nice. And don't forget to loot from the boss chest. It's between orange and yellow. Alright, we are now on our way to Broodkeeper. Check the queue. No notes. That's not called Broodkeeper. It's called Ovinex. He's Brood Twister. Broodkeeper was last season. I don't think that Swiftmeld saw we were going to the next boss. Give the cube a second to cycle. Alright, be careful not to get thrown off the edge here. Remember, it's not hard to get thrown off the edge here. You want to make sure that the stag beetle's back is facing towards a wall. Not necessarily your back, but the stag beetle's. That guy just got thrown into oblivion. The stag beetle's going to pick you up and throw you over his head. If the stag beetle's back is towards the wall, he'll throw you into a wall. If the stag beetle's back is not towards the wall, he'll do that. He'll throw you over the edge. Oh, also, at the beginning of the raid, don't forget to talk to this Anub'Azal guy if you have a question mark above his head and turn in your quest. Apparently this quest gives you stacks of severed strands, which will increase your damage and healing throughout the raid. It caps at 18%, but still, 18% bonus damage and healing is really good. Drink our potion. Stag beetles are going to throw our whole raid off the cliff. I need to AFK for a bit. I'll put up a closet, then I'll hop out. Aye aye. Let me see. Kin says, last boss for me, I'm exhausted. Yeah, that makes sense. This raid has been taking a while. We get through this a lot faster. The queen usually takes the majority of our time. That's alright, we're gonna get through this. Stag beetle facing away from the cliff. I can't win with the stag beetles. One's always gonna face the cliff. Any repair bot? My gear is completely broken. I do not actually have any repair bots. I used my last hammer on the last boss. Looks like our tank. Okay. Well, that's not fair. I didn't mean to ready, but it auto-readies when I ready check. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, majority wins. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Silken is easier or the other one's easier? In Pugs, Silken is easier. I need Cloak. Too many people don't know how to do eggs very well. Okay, the egg order can be hard. It usually takes at least 2 pulls to do the eggs. These new guys are going to be like, how many times have they pulled this boss? At 20, we skillfully picked up our skeletons. Dude, I need a skeleton toy where I can like throw out skeletons. How hilarious would that be? Then people would never know how many times you wiped on a boss because there could be skeletons everywhere. I'll be back if you're still going when I'm done. Aye, Smacks. I will see you later if we are still going. Junie says, alright, we are reconnecting. Good news is, we were not in the middle of a boss fight when we disconnected. How can I repair and come back? You can hearth, repair, and we can summon you back. And we will summon you back. Okay, copy that. As soon as I'm loaded in, and I will summon you back. Now, did you guys know if you click this group finder really fast while you're queued, it actually turns his eye all red and irritated? I know it does open and close the queue finder a lot of times, but if you just like keep clicking it, it turns his eyeball all red and irritated. It's actually really funny. Alright, we're gonna put markers down. We actually have people discussing the webs, so I'm gonna let people discuss the webs. Because I'm gonna be totally honest, early in the season, when people were not volunteering for webs, I was making the range roll. And the lowest roll got to do webs. That's how we were determining webs when nobody would volunteer. So I'm actually happy that people are able to discuss the webs and who wants to do them now. Looks like we're gonna do him and Rimondo. Warlock says, I guarantee you top DPS. We're gonna need a healer. Healer. Done. Okay, Priest wants to know who's on webs. Fine. Also, we're gonna need one healer now. Okay, Snyder. Snides. Not Snyder. Snyder's the name of the dragon from Diamond Castle. He says, sometimes I stumble across the webs. Just stretch across the path, like aircraft carrier landing. It's actually a really funny way to phrase that. So we are currently waiting on a healer. Mage is back. poke myself in the eye. Don't worry, it wasn't my good eye. Am I asleep already, or does the lock look like a rogue? There we go. Druid healer. We'll take him. It's a costume, I believe, says the other guy. Does kind of look like a costume. Alright, we're going to take this guy so we go up to 15, and then we are going to pull. I did try to skip this song. It doesn't want to skip, so we are going to listen to this. Question, when exactly to dispel? Where is the cast? Let me see. He found it. Where did he find it? Oh, I bet it's under here. Yeah, Stinging Swarm was under here the whole time. You dispel Stinging Swarm, and people have to go to the center. Alright, countdown. Pull in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull on the boss. Spread out with the poison. Don't overlap with the poison. Defensive. We're going to focus down the ads. Just me, whose add-on thing randomly actually tells you when to use defenses and randomly doesn't. Piercing Strike is going to be your taunt swap. Make sure you're taunt swapping after Piercing Swipe. Focus the ad who is stunned. Remember, the ad who is stunned takes extra damage while he's stunned. Stack the bosses after that phase. Watch that frontal. If you are stuck in that frontal, you'll be pinned up at stake, and everybody will have to come save you. Ads. We need to focus down those ads as quickly as possible. Piercing Strike is the taunt swap. Spread out with the poison. Watch that frontal. I was trying to pull that guy closer, but I couldn't. Oh, nice. Got the webs ready already? Wait, where'd our webs go? Alright, we had the webs ready, but then they broke, or the other guy died, I think, actually, is what happened. Remember that when you pick up the webs, you're going to take a lot of damage. You need to either use a defensive or make sure that that guy who picked up the webs stays alive. Alright, boss is in the center. Now our goal in this phase is just to break the boss's shield. Watch these webs. Remember the webs come out in 4 parts. So the webs are going to go web 1, web 2, web 3, web 4, do not stand on web 1, out of the webs. They then break in 4 parts before coming back in 4 parts again. So web 1, web 2, web 3, and web 4, do not stand on web 1, right out of the webs. As long as you're counting out your webs, you are fine. Shield is almost broken. Web 1 is out, web 2, web 3, web 4, don't stand on web 1, out of the webs. Shield is broken. A noob is going to come back. Watch the frontal. Pulling in. Break your webs. You do not need to save webs until after noob's charging phase. Watch Takash's frontal. Alright, everybody out of the center except the people who need the dispel. Stinging Swarm is on Balthazar. I'm not entirely sure why it's saying that, but you need to be in the center. Watch that frontal. Alright, if you do not get the frontal fast enough, this is a wipe. If you do not get that dispel fast enough, it's gonna explode and the entire party is going to take a burst of damage. They are rezzing. What did we get him to? We got him to 42%, so we're gonna pull again. Help the warlock with the portal. Oh, I didn't think you ever dropped the feast. Thank you for the feast. Let's get dash cam here. His dash cam, the Sandalari troll. That note's actually funny. Both AOTC. 2 minutes ago we would have taken you. Dash cam is the mushroom head troll. I actually think those mushroom heads are adorable when you put them on goblins or gnomes. There's a quest in Dorganau, in the forest in Dorganau, over by one of the delves, that you can actually get one of those. You can buy one from the delve vendor, or you can go do the quest and get one of those mushroom heads. Blastoid and our mage are away. Everyone is ready. Countdown. Calling in 7, 6, 5. Pull on 1. Spread out with that poison. Careful not to stack it on your party. Switching bosses. Focus down the scarabs. Well, I need one of the bosses. Burrow. Get ready with the webs. You got it. You got it. Perfect. Focus the boss who is stunned. Don't forget that the boss who is stunned takes increased damage while stunned. Does look like I'm low on health right now, but I am fine. Death Knights just do that sometimes. Taunting the boss. Help me if these add-on things didn't stack on top of each other. Focus down the ads. Spread out with the poison. Watch that frontal. Remember, if you're hit by a noob's frontal, you will be put on a stake, and everybody will have to save you. Nice. Got the boss. Focus the boss who is stunned. Remember, the boss who is stunned takes increased damage while stunned. As soon as the boss is unstunned, you want to make sure that you stack the bosses. Alright, Tikaj is phasing and going to the center. Tikaj phases at 100 energy. Watch the webs. Remember, generally you never want to stand in the first web that drops. You want to make sure that you are standing in the second or the third web, not the first web. Out of the webs. Shield is almost broken. Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, Web 4. Out of the webs. We got this. The boss is already down to 50%. Okay, well, by the time I said that, he was down to 47%. Break your webs. You won't need the webs until after the next phase. Focus down the ads. There are 3 ads up. Taunt pause. Alright, Takaj, if you need the dispel, go to the center. If you do not need the dispel, out of the center. Alright, we gotta get to the center. We gotta get that dispel a little bit faster. I do see the healers are not dispelling because extra people are in the middle. So we actually need to make sure that the extra people, you can't dispel after that phase. Break your webs. Watch that frontal. Frontal again. Go to the center if you need the dispel. Good note. If you're looking for what the bugs look like, this is what they look like. Literally look like fog around the edges of your screen. They got black stuff on them. Careful not to stand in any of the brown. This brown works the same as a noob's frontal. It will put you on stake. Watch those circles. Save the 2 guys who are stake. 1 more guy. Out of this brown. Shield is almost broken. More brown stuff. Careful not to get stuck in it. Shield is broken. Now do as much damage as you can to noob. Careful with those void bolts. Watch that frontal. Swarms, stand close to the bosses. Pulling in, we do need 1 set of webs saved. You got this, tank. Wait. Oh. I am stuck at stake. Good news is, my web did not break, and we did get the boss. Thank you, everybody who just saved me. Alright, we got this. A noob's dead right now. Haunt boss. Just a little more careful with the brown circle. Watch that frontal over the party. Nice. First try. Okay, the transmogs for the weapons from this... I already have this transmog, but the transmogs for the weapons from this raid are like the coolest. I saved that poll, he says. Oh, I still have it saying healer. Delete healer. Edit. We are now going queen. He says, going to have to call it here. Have to be up early to take sister. Gotcha. Oh, we have a lot of shamans. Oh, we can put all our shamans in one group. Can't keep it that way for the end. But that's kind of funny. Now, do we still have Warlock? No, we do not still have a Warlock. Take the Warlock, take the healer. Take Frost Mage. And then we're just gonna need one more healer. And a tank. I don't know if we have a healer here, but we're gonna go ahead and pull this anyways. Oh, hey. Welcome to the community raid. Desto shot, Arakan, and I didn't see the last guy. And Cattywampus. Welcome to the community raid, and thank you for joining us. Oh man, every time I get feared, it closes the queue. Evening Gamers says dead set. Right, we are going to put Warrior Tank in group 2. We're going to put Warrior Tank in group 2. Then we are going to spread out our healers. So who can solo heal? Mage, we're gonna separate our paladins. So Separate our paladins. We're gonna be better about this time. Separate our paladins. Separate our death knights. Separate our warlocks if we had multiple warlocks. He says he can do it, so he is going odds. Okay, perfect. So I just have to move bottom of group 2 and top of group 3. And then I'm actually going to put you up here. Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to write down the pop order. So we are going odds outside. And then we're going to do it in the order that it's listed here, but I am going to write it down anyways, just so that it's clear and we know which way we're going. We're going knight, droop, and Naraka. Events inside, we are going TS. And our last guy is... Wait, we don't want a healer on pops. I'm gonna put Sen in the last group in replacement of that healer. Alright, so we are moving Sifu and Balthazar. Sifu and Balthazar, and then we're moving Balthazar to Sin. And then we want Sin on the bottom. Okay, that's fine. We are going to switch Sin and the other guy, that way it's not confusing. Wait a minute. Where did I put Sifu? Sifu, Garen. How are you guys backwards? This is fine. Alright, and then tanks are going to be Moon and Star, because I can guarantee that Moon and Star will not be removed from anybody. Healer says I can do it. It's fine. And then we are going odds, far, evens, close. I do appreciate that healer solo healing. Checking the queue for any notes. No notes. No notes, and everybody is here, so we are going to ready check. Everyone is ready. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulling the boss. Careful with liquefy. Nice, we baited all the liquefies to the outside of the room. Remember, you want to taunt swap after liquefy. Odds outside, evens inside. Knight and Destro shoot, we're on the first pop. Take bombs out. Careful with the poison. I can actually... Ah, dang. I almost healed through Purgatory. Accidentally taunted on liquefy. Yeah, thank you. Alright, break the webs as quickly as possible. I was gonna say I can actually use Iceborne Fortitude on Feast this time, but then I taunted. Take the poison circles, 1 outside, 1 inside. Careful with the webs. Odds outside, evens inside. Take poison bombs out of the party. Alright, that is a wipe. Do we have a guy up? I don't think so. We are going to have to run back. Back, sorta. Welcome back, Smacks. Hello, Netrazolf. And thank you for joining today's community raid. So this warlock in the queue, his name is Range Sucks. Would you agree that range sucks? I kind of like playing ranged every now and again. My range is now leveled for next season, so we can see some more routes from different perspectives. But still gonna main the Death Knight, and mainly play the Death Knight. Range easy mode. Do we have a warlock? We do. So, Smacks, will you be rejoining us for the queen kill? Got 23. Let's try to not use them all. He has 23 feasts. You know, I'm kind of ready for Thanksgiving again. Now I'm thinking about feasts. Naz, how did he end up over there? Oh, I see, because now our healer doesn't have to solo heal. There we go. Maybe I'm not ready to rejoin yet. Aye, aye. If we are still here when you are ready, you are welcome to join. Alright, pop order. Oh. We used to have this punny lobster in a raid. It was actually awesome. He set up a table, and he had a ton of puns. He'd just set up his table and he'd turn into a lobster and he'd tell puns. Which tank is taking first feast? Did I set our other tank? No, that's just rude. That's like, if you're a tank, you should get main tank. There we go. Oh, the warrior's awesome. His 8 of 8 mythic bosses killed. Ready, checking. Unexpected mess to clean up. Well, I was AFK, so waiting for water to get hot. Gotcha. Well, pots don't boil if you stare at them, so try not to stare at it. Four, 3, 2, pulling on 3. Careful, it's a liquefy. Remember, you want to bait the liquefy's poison towards the side of the map or behind the boss. Toxins, odds outside, evens inside. Watch these webs. Make sure you're facing in towards the boss after you drop those toxins, or you will be yeeted over the edge. Don't forget to step into those poisons. If you don't step into those poisons, you will die. Outside, odds, inside, evens. Oh, you didn't have to leave. I think he was in charge of the second pop, wasn't he? No, he wasn't. Poor mage. Alright, don't forget to release and run back. Okay. Check in the queue. I want to say Matrix has been here for a while, hasn't he? Well, he wasn't here on the Princess. Oh, he was here end of Princess. So end of Princess, Silken, and then the Queen. Just send him a message. Tell him thank you for coming anyways. Check the queue for notes. No notes. Night Droop. Mage. Alright, odds, moon, evens, star. What's that guy's name? Alright, ready, checking. Checking the queue. Remember, if you are here and you would like to join the community raid, don't forget to put a note when you queue so that I know which one you are. Oh, that's funny. I still have our last rolls up. Okay, everyone is ready. Countdown. Mage's hats from Dragonflight were the coolest thing. 1, pulling the boss. Remember, bait the poison out. We don't want to lead with that poison. Circles, odds. Outside, evens, inside. So when we say I thought they said don't release. Oh, he's running back. Got it. I thought he was still stoned. No, I would wait. Said don't release, so we may as well wait. Crazy super fast. We should have started counting when he got to the entrance. Honestly, would have been salvageable if they didn't pop early. I don't disagree with that. But we are okay. We are gonna be fine. We just need that to not happen twice. we're gonna use glass this time. And ready check. Now I don't blame Balthazar. He's been here since the beginning of the raid. It's been a long raid. Just need to be more careful with our pops. Countdown. Pulls on 2. Defensive. Careful that green stuff. You want to bait that green stuff off to the side or behind the boss. Toxins. 1 inside, 1 outside. It's alright. Web's got in the way. In a circle. Run out the bomb. Watch that poison's gonna come straight under the boss. Don't stand on the poison. Defensive. Focus down the webs. Poison, 1 inside, 1 outside. Into the circles. Watch the green. Boy, I didn't realize I was on liquefy. My bad. %left on the boss. Was that our second pop? Pretty sure that was our second pop. Stack the webs. Remember, you want to be close to the inside if you cannot free yourself. A lot of people who stand on the outside are people who can free themselves, like druids, hunters. Druids or hunters. Careful with those webs. Into the poison. Slowed, but I'm getting in. Take those poisons out. Nice. Made it to the next phase. First phase is a pull. You want to step away from the boss. I didn't mean to ping that guy. I meant to ping... I meant to ping the boss. Like, get away from the boss. But I pinged that guy. Careful with the poison. Don't stand in any of the poison. Pull again. Pull in 2, 1. Pull. Remember, if you get pulled underneath the boss, you will be killed immediately. Shield is almost broken. Phase 2. Odds moon, even star. Careful not to interrupt these guys right away. You can prevent a bunch of orbs if you just wait to interrupt until closer to last second. Not like last second, but closer to last second. Also, the orbs do go all the way across the map, which means both get in position to jump. If you're on the wrong side, stay on the wrong side. Pull on odds first. Stay away from lime. Oops. Pull on odds. Be careful not to get pulled off the edge. Click on the bridge. Alright, don't stop on the bridge. Keep going all the way to the top. Mikey. That spider was going like extra fast to eat the evoker. Watch that line. Pulling in. Pull on odds. Break this shield. We need the shield broken. 4 seconds left to break this shield, or our platform gets covered in purple and the bridge doesn't work. Straight up the bridge. Don't stop to fight the spiders on the bridge. I was gonna say Death Knight's tanking. Death Knight is tanking, but the wrong Death Knight had aggro. Shadow Blast, make sure you're interrupting Shadow Blast. We're going to take these guys upstairs with us. This is a free DPS phase. Do as much DPS as you can. %7 left. Don't stay in that purple circle. I should let the warrior have aggro first. Infest. Take the infest away. Don't forget, as the DPS, these spiders are your priority. If the spiders make it back to the boss, they will explode and blow up the entire party. Webs, focus down those web circles. Do not stand in the web circles, they will root you. Portals, 1 portal inside, 1 portal outside. Doesn't matter which is which. 1 web needs to be broken still. Careful the cosmic collapse. Stand near the inside portal. Inside portal. Go through. Run away from the portal, just keep running. Watch those webs. Infest on the warrior. Focus down those spiders as quickly as possible. No, 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 no. Don't let that boss walk back towards those spiders. He would have walked back toward those spiders and been like, you guys brought me a snack. Focus down the ads on the inside. Don't forget that after the ads are dead on the inside, there are lines that we have to pick up. We have to pick up these lines before the portal gets here. Ring is coming. Go to the portal. Through the portal. Run away from that portal. %9 left on this boss. We've got this. Pools. Watch the pools. Watch these webs. Ads are up. Focus down the ads. Need those spider hatchlings dead. If they make it to the boss, it is a wipe. Shoot. Who do we still have? We still have 1 warrior and a tank. We got this. 3% left on the boss. %2 left on the boss. Oh, dang. Yeah, we had it at 2%. You. Come on, Blastoid. You got this. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to come. Don't want to get bopped off the edge. You're definitely not going to get bopped off the edge. And we were very close. We've got it this next pull for sure. If you don't kill it after this time, I'll finally be done with everything and can come. Awesome. We... I want to say we're going to get it this time. When did Blastoid die? Yeah, I don't know either. There we go. We got our Death Knight back. Everyone is ready. Pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. I got first. Liquefy, don't forget to bait the poison towards the back or outside of the boss. That was actually perfect. We want those circles, one inside, one outside. Make sure that after you... Oh, it's outside, evens inside. Watch those bombs. Poison coming through the boss. Liquefied. There we go. We did that properly this time. We used our Iceborne Fortitude. Roots. Stack the roots. I would skip this song, but I can't, because I might die. Maybe skip this song after Feast. Circles, odds. There we go. Skipped it. Did not die. Odds outside, evens inside. I ate that. Someone get 3 inside. I died. Your group has been delisted for an activity. Stack the webs. Okay, it says Rainmon, and Rainmon is not on a pop, so Rainmon has got it. Free that guy so he can get his poison in the right spot. There we go. Watch those webs. In your circles. Nice. Watch the poison. Outside first. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do warning. Pull in 2, 1, pull. Toxic waves. Be careful not to get hit by any of the toxic waves. Pull again. Pull in 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you get pulled underneath the boss, it will be an instant kill. Shield is almost broken. Watch these poison. Pull in 3, 2. Perfect. Okay, odds moon, even star. If you're on the wrong side, stay on the wrong side. There's not time for you to go across. Oh, everybody's on the right side. Nice. I hit a pull. Pull on odds first. Be careful not to get pulled off the edge. Watch that line. Pull on odds. Careful not to get pulled off the edge. Open our bridge. Do not stop on the bridge to fight these ads. Keep going all the way up. Focus down the shield guy. We were very close last time. Pull on odds. Alright, going up. Pull on odds. Go straight up. Don't stop for the spiders. Snack high. Alright, get ready to go into the boss platform. Free DPS for 17 seconds. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Infest. Run infest away from the boss. Watch those pools. Focus down those ads. Perfect. Webs, we need the webs inside towards the boss. Focus down the webs as quickly as possible. Don't forget that if you get sucked underneath the webs, they will stun you. Portals, one inside, one outside. Watch those circles. Ring, go to the inside portal. 3, 2, 1, take portal. Keep running bomb away from the party. Drop bomb on square. My bad. Watch those orbs coming through the boss. Infest on the warrior. 15% left on the boss. Focus down those ads. The spiders cannot make it to the boss, or she will explode and kill us all. Nice knockback, evoker. Ads in the middle need to be focused down. Don't forget, somebody needs to pick up the orb in front of the ads after they die. One more ad is up. Portals, one inside, one outside. Oh, my bad. Get ready to go through the portal. Portal in 3, 2, 1. Go through the portal. Keep running. Lots of orbs. Watch the orbs. Spider webs. Boss has 1%. We got this.